So today guys, I will try to explain you which ND filters you need to use and when, because I see many people they want to use the ND filters but they don't know when to use and which ND filter. So today I will try to explain you as much as I can in a very easily way. You may think right now which ND filter I am using, yeah? And the answer is really simple. Right now I'm don't using any ND filters at all. Maybe you think why? And the answer is really simple, because in this type of weather, when it's really cloudy and it's not a lot of light, I even don't need any ND filters, because my settings right now is 5K 30 FPS and my shutter speed is 120, so 4 times higher than my FPS. You may think why, and the answer again is really simple, because if we want motion blur and if we want to save our stabilization, we need to make our shutter speed higher 4 times than our FPS. Because just an example, I will make right now the shutter speed twice bigger than my FPS, and you will see how the stabilization can work. But you'll see the stabilization will be sucks, because when we do the 4 times higher, the stabilization works okay. It works well, you know. It's not amazing, it's not the same like it works in the auto shutter, but it still works great. So let's see how the stabilization works with one of the 60, right? Twice higher than our FPS. So right now my shutter twice higher than my FPS, 1/60, and as you can see we have even brighter picture because we have more light. We have even maybe a little bit overexposed, but the main problem is we don't have normal stabilization. And you know why? Because a lot of really motion blur and, you know, some electronic stabilization, they don't work well when they do it together. You need to have clean image to make stabilization good. So that's why I'm not using the shutter speed twice bigger than my FPS. So that's why I prefer to stay with a shutter 4 times higher than my FPS. Also, why I'm using the 30 FPS, not 25 or 24, because it can be cinematic. This is also the good question. And first of all, I want to tell you, because the small action cam, they're really not perfect in this type of, you know, FPS. Because if you want to have like smoother, you know, your picture, it's better to film in at least 25 or 30 FPS. Because this small, you know, like action cam, I really don't like how the picture looks when you're using like 24 FPS. This is not mirrorless camera, this is not a cinema camera, so in this small camera I prefer using 30 FPS. And what about the ND filters? As you can see right now I'm even without ND filters. So for this cloudy type of weather I prefer to even not use. But if it's, for example, morning or if it's evening, which ND filter you need to use? If it's sunny, I prefer to stay with ND8. If it's really bright day, you're like in the middle of the day, I'm using ND16. I'm almost never used ND32. ND32 I was using like maybe couple of times when it was like super bright day, just super bright day. It was in Greece, the sun is really strong, so only there. Or maybe sometimes if you go like to mountains, it will be a lot of snow plus sun, so everything is white plus sun, maybe you need to use ND32. But most of the time it's ND16, ND8, or if it's cloudy, I am even without any filters. So guys, I hope you really liked this video and it was useful for you. So see you in the next one. Bye.